we're told that each square below represents one whole. So this big square right over here is a whole, and then this big square over here is another whole. Then they ask us, which of the following does the shaded area represent? Select all that apply. So let's see, the shaded area, we're shaded in blue. So let's see, one way to think about it is we have one whole over here, and then over here we've divided it into tenths. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 equal sections, and we've shaded in one of them. So we've shaded in 1/10. So this would be one whole and 1/10. So we could say that this is 1 and 1/10. So that's one way to think about it. But what about these other ones? Well, even this one has been divided into tenths, and you could view one whole as 10 tenths. You see that here, where we've divided it into 10 equal sections, 10 tenths, and we've shaded all 10 tenths in. So this whole you could view as 10 tenths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we have an 11th an 11th tenth, I should say. So we have, if you count these blue rectangles, we have 11 tenths. So you could also write this as 11 tenths. Now 11 hundredths? No, I don't think. We haven't even divided this into hundredths. And 11 hundredths would be a little more than 1/10. And so this is definitely way more than that. So I can check my answer. And actually you don't see it, but it's happening off screen. But this is what I would go with for that. Let's do a couple more of these. So it says, which of the following describes the location of the point on the number line? Let's see, I have 1, and then between 1 and 2, I've divided it into 10 equal spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each of these tick marks or hash marks is going to be a tenth. So this is 1 and 0 tenths, 1 and 1/10, 1 and 2 tenths, 1 and 3 tenths, 1 and 4 tenths, 1 and 5 tenths, 1 and 6 tenths, 1 and 7 tenths, 1 and 8 tenths. So 1 and 8 tenths is the same thing as 1.8, 1 and 8 tenths. So it's that. But what about these other options? Well, one way we could think about this is let's just count the tenths. Each of these hash marks is a tenth. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It makes sense. A whole is 10 tenths. But let's keep going. We were at 10 tenths, 11 tenths, 12 tenths, 13 tenths, 14 tenths, 15 tenths, 16 tenths, 17 tenths, 18 tenths. So this one also applies. 18 hundredths, this would be between 10 hundredths and 20 hundredths, which would be the same thing as between 1/10 and 2/10. So 18 hundredths is going to be someplace around here. So I definitely will not select that one. Let's try a few more of these. So they say, write a decimal that is equal to 24 tenths. All right, 24 tenths. So remember, we could view this as, I'll just write it down. We could view this as 20 tenths plus 4 tenths, plus 4 tenths. But what is 20 tenths? What is 20 tenths equal to? 10 tenths is equal to a whole. So 20 tenths is going to be equal to 2 wholes. So this could be viewed as 2 plus 4 tenths, or another way to write this, we could just write 4 in the tenths place. So we could just write this as 2.4. 24 tenths, 20 tenths are 2 wholes, and then you have another 4 tenths. Let's do another one. 102 hundredths. So we could rewrite this as 100 hundredths, 100 hundredths plus 2 hundredths. 2 hundredths. Now, what is 100 hundredths? Well, 100 hundredths is equal to 1, is equal to a whole. So 100 hundredths is just equal to 1. So you could view this as 1 plus 2 hundredths. Another way to write 2 hundredths is 0.02. So what's 1 plus 0.02? Well, it's just going to be 1.02. And you see that here. You have 1 and 2 hundredths. 1 is the same thing as 100 hundredths. So this is 100 hundredths, and you have 2 hundredths, gives you 102 hundredths. Hundredths. All right, let's do another one. What is 32 tenths written as a decimal? So we just have to remind ourselves 10 tenths is equal to a whole. 20 tenths is equal to 2 ones. 30 tenths is equal to 3 ones. So this is going to be equal to 3 ones and then another 2 tenths. 3 ones and another 2 tenths. Let's keep going. What is 203 hundredths written as a decimal? We just have to remind ourselves that 200 hundredths is equal to 2 ones. So you get, this is the same thing as 2 ones and 3 hundredths. 2 ones, in this case right here, 2 ones and 3 hundredths. Let's do a couple more of these. 1.05 is equal to how many hundredths? Well, 1 whole, or 1, is equal to 100 hundredths. So this is 100 hundredths plus 5 hundredths, or 105 hundredths. All right, let's do another one. How can 2.60 be written in words? So I could write this as 2 and 6 tenths, 2 ones and 6 tenths. I could also think of this as 2 ones and 60 hundredths. Or I could view this as 260 hundredths. So let's see which of these choices. So 2 ones and 6 hundredths. No, it's 2 ones and 60 hundredths, not 6 hundredths. It's 6 tenths right over here. 6 tenths or 60 hundredths. So I won't select that. 260 hundredths. Yeah, that's right, because 2 ones is the same thing as 200 hundredths. And then we have another 60 hundredths right over there. So that's right. 260 tenths. No, 260 tenths. Remember, 10 tenths is equal to a whole. So 260 tenths would be 26 ones. So it's not that choice either. So anyway, I think we've done plenty of examples. Hopefully you have enjoyed that.